Hi, it's me, Steffi, and I'm back with a clean studio. I'm so excited. I still have stuff that's kind of piled in front of stuff because I just don't have a choice right now. There's just so much stuff in this room, but it's all organized. Everything's got its place. I labeled drawers. I got so much done. I can't wait to share it with you. So let's take a peek. I'll give you a little tour and show you everything. A lot of it was already done, but I had a lot to put away. There was a lot on my table that had been set out to use, so putting away most of that was my biggest challenge. And I'm telling you, I don't care how hard you try. Maybe you're better than me, but I would get all of something put away. Okay, I've got these eye pins, antique brass, loop pins, and straight pins, and then I'd get a bunch of stuff put away and then find two more. And have to get up, get the box back down. So I kept some of the boxes out. But that's what I spent a lot of time doing. And it doesn't matter how hard I try, I'll find a red bead. Have to get up and put it in the red beads. That's what takes the longest. No matter how hard I try, something comes out from the bottom of a tray or underneath something else. But that's what took me the longest on the table. Then I reorganized my toolbox to make sure all the thread was in there because I had a container out, but I gave the box that container went to my husband, and I wanted him to have all three, so I put the scissors in a different drawer and put the thread in the bottom. So I'll show you everything I did. I'll try not to make it too long. I'm not going to do any more talking, but I feel great. I'm having fun, and I worked till like 7:30 last night, got up and got in here around 11 this morning. I didn't get up till about 9 and then ate breakfast and relaxed for a little bit and then came in here around 11. And then it's now 3:30 and I'm finally happy with where I'm at. It's really been fun, and now I got to go back in my resale room because I found a lot of stuff in here that belonged in there. So I'd already gotten that organized somewhat. There's a lot of stuff that has to come out of that room. But that's okay. Getting this room clean was the most important, so I can come in here and start creating again. So let's take a tour. Let me turn you around, and let's not make you dizzy. Here is my work table. I don't know if you remember, but yesterday it was piled up. Also, there was tons of paint on here from the grandkids. Now, we did take a little of the finish off the table, but we need to sand it and refinish it later anyway. But it just looks great. And then all I have over here now is, these are two big spools of thread I got for an insanely inexpensive price from a daughter and mother's team in the Ukraine, and they sold me these, and then this beautiful fuchsia. I don't know if you can see that fuchsia. Let me turn the light around. This gorgeous teal and this gray. I got all 5 of these for really inexpensive. These are all my big spools. There's different sizes of white, a couple different sizes of black. I've got green and browns and pinks and a beige, 2 reds by accident, 2 different blues that are just slightly different. And then in here is all my little spools of thread, all my needles. These are all beading threads and beading needles. And these are some threads that I cut that over time that I didn't use. And down here, just all my jewelry tools, my loop that I use, all these things. These are just fun ones I bought at yard sales, regular thread, but I thought they were so cool. I just wanted them for decor. Anyway, the table's all clean, looks great. I could not be happier. The pile of stuff on the chair, some of it was fabric for a friend that I need to cut in squares, and some of it is fabric that left. It went out. And then I have fabric that was on top that's over here that's for some projects I wanted to do. This is all my glitter. These are beautiful sari scraps from some rugs I took apart. They're just beautiful scraps of fabric that I got. And then these are just different crafting supplies, you know, for Fimo clay, and my Fimo clay's over on the other side of the room. But all the tools and stuff, glitter, just all kinds of projects in here that I want to do. And including a big half a gallon of glue left over from when the grandkids made slime, something I will never do again. This is some handmade jewelry I haven't dealt with yet. Then all my boxes are organized. Well, they're a little wonky. I try to make them look nice, but they're a little wonky. But then these are projects. That's all my handmade stuff from the craft fair. Some fabrics and different things down here. Buttons and embroidery floss, beads. These are all beads that are not put in the boxes, that are bulk. That I took out for projects and just keep them in the bags. It's just easier than trying to put everyone away. These are all chain, different lengths of chain, stone beads, and then these are all my findings, charms. Then under here, I still have a lot of jewelry. I have this bin, this is all jewelry. And then under here, I have some jewelry as well. My laptop's under here. Over here, these are all, if you're new to my channel, I do a lot of beaded and sequined ornaments. And so I have, these are all sequins. Starting here, those are seed beads on the bottom, but from here all the way over to here, those are all sequins. And then those are all seed beads. Everything on that rest of the bottom shelf and that up there. Felt, sequin ribbon, and some more mixed sequins and some ornament kits. All that up there is just mostly a bunch of the bottle brush trees and then some CDs that I've got to process. And up there are some of my ornaments that I've made. And then over here, down here, I organized all these different drawers with different things. Like I moved my scissors over here, and these are all polishing cloths and dusters and stuff. Basic tools, some sewing stuff that I don't want to keep in my sewing box, all my tapes, and just, I only have one seam ripper. I used to have like 3. I don't know what happened to them all. I got to pick up a couple more. And then just miscellaneous stuff. And then I've got paper tools for paper projects. And this is all for metal working, like wire wrapping and different kinds of, these are all Velcro or latch, hook and latch, and these are all zippers. And then I've got all kinds of things in here. My glue guns, twine, I've got appliques and patches. I've got all kinds of things that I use for unusual things, and these are all my, this drawer is stuffed full of just rhinestone jewelry that's broken or that I can use for embellishments. And then this is some other embellishments and more, but these are wooden buttons and embellishments. These are all the trims, the different trims I've found at yard sales and thrift stores that are just gorgeous. This one's one I can't wait to do an ornament with, but I got tons of them in here, all different colors. This is all my pins for doing the styrofoam ornaments, which I'm going to show you my closet. Up on the top shelf, I don't know if you can see it, I've got a ton of satin ornaments up here. Oh, excuse the Ouija board. My kids gave that to me as a joke, and David hates it, so I just hid it in here. They did that years ago just because they know David hates it. But these are all styrofoam balls here, and I have done a few, but nothing I've ever showed you. This is all my, these are all my different pipe cleaners, and these are all just different craft supplies. My little toaster oven for the Fimo clay, and some styrofoam stuff. So there's just, and these are all my punches and paper, lots of paper, and just lots of paper. So just, this is all stuff, I've got to find a better way to store it, but it's in the closet. And then in my file cabinets, the top drawer is all my painting and miscellaneous craft stuff. A beautiful journal my friend gave me. Bev, if you're watching, I love this journal. I tucked it in here today. I normally keep it out, which I'm going to do. But wood to paint and canvases and different fun things. And then these are the cookie cutters I have. I've got quite an extensive collection. All kinds of cookie cutters. And I use those to make my ornaments if you're new to the channel. But I have this drawer of cookie cutters. And I have this drawer of cookie cutters. And these are, And then on top of that, these are the ones I've hand-picked out that I'll definitely be using for ornaments and different projects. I don't know if you can see them all. And another gift from Bev, my beautiful bowl. And this filing cabinet is all my felt. This is all my bulk felt here. The big sheets. And I think this is my squares. These are all my squares. I don't know if you can see back there, but I have two piles. Blacks and whites are over here. It's kind of dark. And then I have all of these, and then some cutouts. Things I found at yard sales, cutout kits, and just a bunch. And then up here is my scrap felt. Like if it's not a full sheet, these are the bigger scraps. Believe it or not, I use a lot of these tiny scraps. So this is everything. Oh, I didn't show you my little bottles that I use for projects. I don't know if you can see that. Little bottles. And then my ink pads. These are all stamps. More stamps, including my clear ones. Fimo clay. I bought a lot of this from Rally Roots. If you've ever watched Rally Roots, I reached out to Ryan when I saw they had bought some clay at a yard sale and said, hey, I want to buy that. He said, okay, $50 free shipping. I said, mine. And I PayPal'd him and he sent them to me. Ballpoint pens, pencils, these are just stickers. The patches. This is all crystals. Well, mostly are glass from chandeliers. I've picked them up different places over the years. And I do use them in things. Twine, elastic cord. I use this for a lot of my bracelets and stuff. And then these are all strings for beading. Nylon, you know, like fishing line and different things. And twine for crafts. And these are old bead bottles and different tubes. But a lot of years ago, you'd buy seed beads in these tubes. And a lot of these had seed beads in them, and I put them into bags. Some of them are quite old. But I used to buy them that way. These are all game pieces. Down there is markers. And then this is, I want to do some of those fun things where you use the embroidery hoops. And then this is just some miscellaneous crafting stuff. I got more of these in the cupboard, but they're shaped different. Just miscellaneous crafting supplies. And then these are all brass pieces. I got these at an estate sale. Just gorgeous stampings. Really high quality pieces. Here's some more hearts, pieces of lamps that I thought would be fun to use. And I literally paid a couple bucks for everything in this drawer. It was like, these are really cool. And I paid nothing for these. And then these are all marbles and seashells and rocks and stuff. Mostly for the grandkids, you know. And then these are little things. I want to make some kits up eventually that will have glue or paint, and that's what those are for. And believe it or not, I do use little metallic wrappers and stuff to make things, so I'd like to do that. And and then up here is some seed bead projects, couple necklaces I have to glue rhinestones in, and just some miscellaneous stuff that either didn't fit in the drawers or I haven't decided what to do with it. But a lot of these are projects that I have to finish, that I've cut out and I'm going to do. But anyway, just lots of fun stuff. And these are some clothes that are supposed to be in the resale room behind the door and on here, which I've got to move into the other room. But anyway, that's my room. Over here, you'll see trays. These trays are all project trays. Some of them are empty, but this is one I'm working on. This right here is all my filigree. Anything that's a filigree piece, an old piece of jewelry or filigree I've purchased, is all in this. This box is heaped of it. This is anything Southwestern. Stone, Southwestern looking beads, all in here. This is just some miscellaneous stuff. These are projects and pieces that I was working on. Pieces for projects I want to do. Just all that. My husband built me this shelf because I needed something to put. This is all jewelry I'm going to take apart to make stuff out of. So just all kinds of stuff. And some of these are empty. Some of these are empty. This was a candy corn I did. and I was working on a second one. And just all kinds of fun stuff. This is all miscellaneous craft stuff. This is stuff to make putz houses. These are those diamond dots, and I have some projects I want to do with those. Some really neat fabrics up here, and a beading loom, and that's some personal collection of sequined items like earrings or jewelry or interesting things that I've picked up. These over here is all my metal wire. These are all bags. This is leather. I think that's leather. And then that's all baggies. And then these are pieces of, sorry, these are ones I bought from a seller online that are just absolutely gorgeous pieces. Not like the ones I took off these rugs. There's a bag of stuff I got off the rugs. And then I've got scarves and different things down here. And then this fabric is for a friend. I'm going to be cutting her some squares for her Cricut. So all this is fabric. The rugs to take apart. Camera equipment. And more fabric. And some more fabric over there. And then jewelry for my craft fair over here. So lots of fun stuff. These are beads I actually have. These are beaded charms I've made. These are blue beads that are not in the couple of, I've got a few blue boxes, I think, still. Maybe not. Purple, green, black. Thought I still had some blue. Oh yeah, I have 2 blue here that I did not want to mix up. This is the rest of my blue beads. These are all Christmas, Halloween, and fall. So, and then these are just bags by color. You know, pink, green, purple, so on and so forth. So, that is everything I have. I have some more seed beads over here. I got this whole bottle full, and I've given some away and used some for 50 cents for this jar. Clear. Cotton for doing my ornaments. I've got more jars than that. I've been collecting it for 30 years. So, and this is my table I work on or do listings on. So, and my desk where I do my videos and where I watch YouTube or whatever I'm going to do. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my tour. I've worked really hard. It's a little bit dark because now it's later it's like late afternoon. It's 4 o'clock. So I hope you enjoyed this. I am so pleased with what I accomplished. I have so much stuff in here, and I do have to fine tune it, and I will over time. But for now it's organized. And then when I have the energy, I'll start pulling fabric out and really figuring out what do I really want to use, what do I not want to use, or what can be sold at a yard sale or online. Pretty much the stuff in here, though, is the stuff I really wanted. I actually have some fabric stuff I want to do, some slow stitching. I want to do some of those crazy quilts that are really gorgeous, maybe just squares at a time. And I would like to sell kits that have velvet and ribbon and beads and sequins and buttons for people to do that. So I've got lots of plans, but everything came to a screeching halt in September, and now I'm kind of starting over. So we're going to have some fun. Next thing I'm going to do tomorrow is pull out a project and get started. So hopefully by the weekend I will have a project video for you. I don't know if well, I'd like to do an ornament first. I haven't made an ornament in months. And then I would like to do one of the many, if you look up here, up there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, then there's a bunch of tulle. Those are all projects. I think that one basket is too. So then the rest is all ribbons and stuff like that to use in projects. But those are actual projects, along with some down here, stuff I pulled to do. Oh, my camera just fell to the side, so you're probably looking sideways. Sorry about that. So that's all projects down there as well. So I have a lot of projects I put aside for you guys. So it was such a mess in here. But now we can go ahead and make some fun stuff, and I'll be able to keep it organized by putting stuff away when I'm done. That's an interesting idea, isn't it? Well, we're at 20 minutes. I'm going to let you go. Let me say goodbye. This camera. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my studio. Oh, and that bottom, the reason I didn't show you that bottom drawer on my file cabinet under the felt, it's just paper. It's notepads, composition books, loose paper, like binder paper. It's just a life. I won't have to buy paper for the rest of my life. I've got so many notepads and binder paper, and I mean, other than computer paper, that I don't have a ton of. But anyway, so that's where we're at, and I'll be back soon. Thank you so much. Bye.